CIO News. I am Khushbu Soni, your host for the broadcast and a contributing editor at CIO News. This is a recorded session and will be available on our website, which is cionews.co.in, and our CIO News LinkedIn handle. This is an exclusive fireside chat powered by Avaya on transformation through customer experience. Businesses are built by the experience they provide, and every day millions of those experiences are delivered by Avaya. Avaya is shaping what's next for the future of work and with innovation and partnership that deliver game-changing business benefits. Let me dive in introducing my guest for today. Our guest is Mr. Rajesh Dutta, the Chief Information Officer at Usha Martin Limited. Rajesh has rich experience of 21 years in service delivery, project management on SAP R3, SAP ICU, and Oracle database across industries like manufacturing, industrial utilities, telecom, and healthcare services. Rajesh has worked for well-known brands such as Imam, Tata Tea, Wipro, Ericsson, IBM, and many more. He has hands-on experience in end-to-end project planning and implementation, from scope management to activity sequencing for cost estimations, budget and planning, risk analysis, into quality management in line with international guidelines. Welcome, Rajesh. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We also have Saurabh Lakhanpal. He is our moderator for today. He's a domain specialist across Avaya customer experience solutions. Saurabh is an avid CX advocate and has 12 years of experience in providing contact center and workforce optimization solutions. He's worked in roles like pre-sales, sales, consulting, and sales specialists across different organizations. Saurabh has deep understanding of Avaya's contact center and workforce engagement solutions, and how these solutions can basically be utilized for enrichment of customer experience. Welcome, Saurabh.
Thanks, Khushbu.
You're to drive the discussion today.
All right, thank you, and welcome, Mr. Datta, to the session today. And this series that we are taking ahead. We usually talk about customer experience. How is it important for your business, and how do you see it helping improve, and what are technologies or things that you are doing that help improve the customer experience. Now, Usha Martin, as we know, is into a B2B market, right? You create or you are a manufacturing unit for the wire ropes, right? So from your perspective, if I ask you, how are you managing your customer experience, being you're dealing with the businesses, and while managing those customer experiences, is voice the primary way to manage it, or are there other channels like digital channels that you're using as well?
Okay. So from customer experience perspective, what I can say that we have multiple channels currently associated with it, right? From analytics, AI we have not used yet, but yes, seeing the pandemic situation currently, cloud journey is inevitable. So we are actually moving around, moving our systems here and there within the cloud environments, and setting up those cloud environments for better customer experience. That is one of the area. And also from sales perspective, uh, to penetrate more into international market, we're taking help for digital marketing. We are trying to build a digital platform to reach the customers which we are not able to reach right now. Since this is a B2B, engagements all across, so we have fixed customers in India. So managing them is not a big deal, but yes, the customers who are far away across the globe, digital way is the only way that we can penetrate more into the market. That we have realized it, and we are working on it.
Right, and for you, in a normal industry wherein the enterprises are there and they have a B2C environment, for them, they know who their customers are, and
Yes.
how do they serve them. From your perspective, in a B2B environment, it's very interesting to know how do you measure CX or customer experience in your environment. Would you be happy to share some light on the techniques that some of the CX heads can use from a B2B perspective?
So for B2B perspective, generally in Usha Martin, I have been in Usha Martin for the last 1 year, which I have seen what they are using it physically itself because the number of customer base is less. So they feel more comfortable going to the customers, talking to them, get it done. Okay. But seeing the current situations, yes, we have to change our way of getting those informations across over using internal technologies. That is what we are looking at. Normally, they use emails and Google Forms and other stuffs to get those informations. And physically also they visit various their partners and customers. But yes, going forward, we have a plan to change the way that we are working.
Mhm. All right. And you talked about cloud from a technology perspective, right? Are you planning to move to cloud, or have already moved to cloud from a technology perspective? And if not, what are the factors that you would consider while moving to the cloud?
So we have moved some of our workloads in cloud in Azure cloud. It has happened before I joined itself. But I have a roadmap. Cloud journey is we have emphasized on the cloud side. Uh, Primarily, this organization is on-prem customer or devices here. So we are planning to have a hybrid model. So that is what we are looking at. It gives you more flexibility in terms of security, in terms of management. Operational efficiency is much better using the hybrid kind of technology. So that is what is the current plan for next couple of years. Yes, this would be a journey that we need to fulfill over a period of time. Yeah.
Mhm. And from the customer's perspective, which are the businesses, are you doing any kind of journey mapping for them? Some type of analytics that one business came to me through such and such channels, and they're more comfortable with these channels. Are you doing such kind of analysis, or mapping their journey and then providing it to your employees so that they can better serve your customers?
Yes, as I mentioned, we are planning to have that. We are actually kick-started our digital journey in that space. Multiple channels are being evaluated. How do we reach out to the customers? That is one way of doing it. And apart from that, we are using analytics also with the current businesses. We are using SAC as our main analytic platform to understand the current trends, and AI and all stuff will definitely come on top of it. We actually put up the digital platform for this organization. Yeah.
Mhm. And with pandemic coming in, and nobody was prepared for it, and last year there was a complete lockdown. Even this year also we have a lockdown in place. I guess manufacturing units are badly hit by it, and there might be a complete stoppage of the services as well, completely, right? So how are you managing during this COVID times? And one is from a manufacturing, we all know that once it stopped, cannot be work from home. But for the employees who can do work from home, are you allowing that? And when they're doing work from home, how are you managing different data security concerns which arrive?
Okay. So when the lockdown happened last year, our entire manufacturing unit was shut down for 15 days or so. And as you are aware of, everybody were not aware of what's going on. So there was a cultural shift that has happened everywhere across the globe or across India rather. So, and now I can see it's 70 to 80% people are already working from home. So there is a shift that has happened. It started a year back, and now people are more comfortable. Unless until it is required to go to manufacturing place units, people don't go. But yes, we are using Microsoft Teams for that for remote monitoring and remote logging to the offices. Uh, and also, as I mentioned, they have adopted cloud. Office 365 is up, so it becomes much more easier actually. I mean, the adoption rate has gone up in the period of last year. I can see now people coming to the office and even coming to the office post lockdown also they were using Teams. So uh, they have now got it up. So, in fact, it was very difficult for me to make them understand in the initial days that this works in the services industries, that you can work from home. Manufacturing also can be taken on that way, and they have agreed, and then we move forward. So there was no other choice. As far as your security and those aspects, so we are using MDM solutions, controlling our entire device. Those are the elements. And also there are strict policies, and also there are a lot of compliance reports that we are following in terms of security is concerned. Yes, as I mentioned, we have a cloud journey in place. Security is most limited that we have to look at, although it comes along with migrations. But yes, how do you actually posture the entire organization security? That is very, very. So we are also would like to try to have a framework, security framework across the organization. So that is what is.
Mhm. Right. And the last question, towards the end of the session, and it's how do you see technology enabling the meaningful customer relations, between businesses?
Yeah, technology is a bridge actually. Nowadays, you can see a lot of dependencies on technology. Even uh, the I think I am talking about the industry side. People who were not investing on technology earlier, they're thinking that yes, this is required. Without this, this is not going to happen. They're going to move. So they have started planning, investing on the technology. So that is the biggest shift that you can see. Even the CIOs have been, called in the boardroom and talked about technologies. How do you secure our network? How do you actually, where do we put our investments? So these questions comes in boardroom itself now. So there's a huge change that I can foresee because of this point. Okay, and obviously there's a cultural shift that has happened. People have accepted and the way they are.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Datta, for your time today, and thanks for the all the insights that you provided from your experience. And what do you, Khushbu?
So much, Saurabh, for moderating this. Thank you so much, Mr. Datta, for taking our time. I just want to get a quick feedback from your side, like to get your experience of coming on a platform like this and sharing your insights and journey.
Yeah, it's very good to know. At least in a pandemic situation where we are actually working from, we are not meeting face to face. Uh, yeah, definitely interactions will give a lot of ideas to me also. A lot of ideas that how we actually improve the things. So this is a good way to communicate with respective stakeholders and get their views. Absolutely, very good initiative.
So much, Mr. Datta. I'm sure all our CIO peers will get good insights from this. Thank you
Yeah,
once again for joining us today.
thank you very much. Thanks.